Hi, and welcome! If this is your first video, my name is Caressa, and today we're just gonna have a little casual chit-chat. I brought my tea, my ginormous cup of tea, and it's delightful. Fun fact, I would say I'm something of a tea connoisseur. No, I think I'm a tea enthusiast. But even though I love tea, there are like a whole bunch of teas that I can't drink. Basically any stimulant tea except for black tea. Like I can't have ginseng and I can't have green tea. So that really limits your options like a lot. Today we are again in front of the short bookcases, but you might notice that they are not looking quite so hot compared to last time. Like I think the frame of the video is a little bit better, but we have a book missing here. We have all this going on, and then I've just got books sideways over here. God knows why, but that's happening right now. Basically, I had my last phone for 2 years, and the last time I backed up my book catalog was when I got the phone. So I need to recatalog like all of my books, and it's been a process. Because I'm actually, when I'm going through, I'm actually adding like the little number line. Let me show you. Like on the title pages of books, information for the receiver. Okay. Linda Hall sent me this book from Paperback Swap. What a gem. But anyway, on the title pages of books, they have like this little number line. And if it has a 1 in it, like a single one, not as in 11, then that usually means that book is a first edition of whatever printing you have. So I've actually been, as I go through, adding my number line in the book to, for those that have it, because I have a lot of old books, to my catalog. And I am just through the main fiction section. I'm just working on the main primary bookcases with fiction on them. I made it through 6 of 7 bookshelves so far, which is too many bookshelves, but that's another story. It's a little tedious, but I'm not gonna say that I hate it, because I don't think I do hate it. So if you know anything about me, you know that I love to read. I love books is a better way of saying that now that I read less. And something that I had never really committed to and followed through with before was a book buying ban. If you follow my Twitter, which I will never link because I am trying to disappear from the internet these days. If you follow my Twitter, you might know that I went on a book buying ban of like a year, maybe like a year and 2 or 3 months. And the only thing I bought during that time period was textbooks. And that was after I had a big blowout where I went to a library sale in Quebec and the books were like 25 cents and I bought like, you know, 8 boxes of books, which is where these short bookcases come in. These are my library sale books mostly. Just had to fit them somewhere. I have an art shelf down here, and this is some nonfiction, but mostly that's what these bookcases were. So after I had my blowout, I was like, okay, I have a problem. I gotta stop buying books. I don't have anywhere to put them. I'm not reading them. I have no business buying books. And then I recently broke my book buying ban. It started slow. I bought an extra nonfiction book when I ordered my textbooks this semester because I had to get free shipping, you know. And then, good golly, I went to a $3 book sale at my local independent bookshop. Wanted to support them. I know the owner from high school, and then somebody I used to know offered to sell me some ARCs for really cheap, so I bought some ARCs. And then I bought some books for Black Friday. And then I bought some books from Shop Goodwill online. And then I bought some books from Ollie's. And then bought some books from Goodwill. So basically, what I'm saying is I had a blowout. I bought a lot of books in the last 6 months, and I don't need to do that anymore. I have read some of them, which is better than none of them. You may ask, why don't you read those books? It's a combination of things. Honestly, it's been a really weird evolution. As I got sicker and sicker, I needed things to do that were less difficult than reading. And I also had a lot of trouble where I literally couldn't get my eyes to focus for like a solid 6 months, and it was really, really incredibly difficult to read. Never really figured out what that was caused by. So that's not disconcerting at all, but you know, when it comes to chronic illnesses, I'm a little bit like a Pokemon trader. That's a joke, by the way. I don't actually want more diseases. I just want to know what's happening in this ecosystem that causes me so much issue. But also, I have been afraid to read for a while too. There was a time period in my life where I was so sick and I wasn't getting the care I needed, and I was just fucking miserable. I mean, you talk about being miserable, you don't think about every single waking moment thinking, oh my god, I'm miserable, oh my god, I'm miserable, oh my god, I'm miserable, and you can't solve anything and you can't do anything and you just feel like shit, which has happened to me during my life several times for different reasons. But I tried to read a lot when I was in that time period because I had some free time, and I just wanted to take my mind off of everything that was happening to me. And I was so miserable that even though I love to read, I love books. I mean, you talk about good and bad literature, like I do not care. I just love the act of reading. I have read it all and I enjoy reading it all. I mean, I think I learn and take something from everything I read. But it got to a point where, like, reading, I was so miserable that even though I loved reading, I was afraid that I would start to hate it. So I took a break, and like any skill, when you take a break, I mean, it takes me so long to read now. I mean, it's just not the same. I remember tearing through books like crazy fast, and I just can't do that anymore. I mean, it's a commitment. And you know, even if in the future I end up donating all my books and starting over or whatever, which I won't do because I feel like part of it is creating a catalog for my kids one day. These things bring me a lot of joy, and as Marie Kondo says, that means they get to stay. I do need to be a little more careful with the book buying though. Anyway, I guess we talked about reading today and tea a little bit. So I have reached the bottom of my cup and nearly 20 minutes on the recording time. So I think that means we're done. These chit chat videos might be all you get from me for a little while because I don't know what to talk about. I have a video. I have so many videos that are still on the editing room floor that, like, you know, jump back in there and finish that bitch whenever you want. But, like, I haven't. So, okay. So that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.